Hello, welcome back to another video today. I've got another podcast. I know it's been quite a while. I brought Joe back because originators of this thing.
We were in the first episode, so we're sort of for the revival. We thought let's just have us two, bring back the duo.
Just have a nice little chat. Just a nice little chat about whatever we want now.
Yeah, because before we were restricted because obviously it was a college project, but now we're like, fuck it.
Just do what we want.
Exactly. So we haven't got anything planned. So there'll probably be a lot of dead air, but it'll be cut out.
And there's probably going to be quite a bit of waffle
at
times. I'm not going to lie to you, but that's what they're for. That's what these are all for.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's entertaining enough, and hopefully we just keep up a good standard.
I mean, we'll probably sort of talk a lot about what we usually talk about, which is like music, because there's a lot you can talk about. So like obviously the thing we were talking about off camera that I wanted to save was Wireless Festival 2020.
I have got the lineups here.
Yeah.
We're both going on the Friday.
Yeah,
Friday, July.
There was no sort of option for me. It was sort of Friday or nothing.
Because the headliner for Friday is A$AP Rocky.
And obviously he was supposed to perform last year, Sunday, but he didn't because obviously the whole Sweden situation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'm excited for A$AP Rocky. I'm not a big A$AP Rocky fan. I don't mind him. But I will listen to him.
Yeah, you can tolerate him.
Yeah.
I sort of, I get what you mean. I'm one of them people believe it or not, in year sort of the end of school was only when I started to like properly listen to music.
Yeah, that's the same for me though.
And
really.
like, because all the time before that, I didn't listen to any music. All I sort of listened to was odd things I listened to when I was really young.
Yeah.
But like, that's when I started to pick up, like, listen to like hip hop and like rap music. So like, the first sort of people I started to listen to were Kanye and Jay-Z because I knew the names and I was like, oh, like.
That's what I was like as well. Because I remember when we left school, it'd been 2015, 2016?
Probably 2016. We would have been 16.
How long? Yeah. So I remember the first album I listened to from start to finish in ICT I used to listen to was The Life of Pablo by Kanye. And that's why I fell in love with Kanye.
Yeah.
But then I started branching out a bit more when he become a bit more of a prick.
So like, would you say that sort of the first sort of artist that you listened to, did that sort of influence your
music taste?
Yeah.
Like,
and did that mean that sort of every time you listen to sort of Kanye now, his new stuff or whatever, it sort of takes you back to them sort of times?
Yeah. I remember just listening ICT on some not illegal website, but it was like a website where you could listen to it for free, but it shouldn't really be on the internet and it shouldn't be broadcasted on it. I used to just listen to Life of Pablo head to toe, and it was sick. But then afterwards, obviously, when I started listening, getting Spotify and stuff like that, I used to go back and listen to his old albums. Then I realised how have I not listened to him before? Like obviously, when my favourite album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that came out in 2010, so I would have been 9. I'm never gonna listen to that when I'm 9.
Yeah, it's a bit sort of, it's quite heavy.
Yeah, it's quite deep, really.
But you don't understand things like that when you're like a certain age. Like I remember, because now I feel like me and you, even though we both like very similar music, we both look at different aspects of music differently. So for example, the reason why I like Kendrick Lamar as much as I do is that a lot of his albums are they're sort of an audio short film.
Yeah.
It's like a story the whole way through. It tells a story about either him or like other people, and that's what I love, picking songs apart and hearing like sort of the stories behind everything. I don't really listen to the production and stuff as much in them songs as what I do, for example, when I listen to like Playboi Carti.
Yeah.
I only listen to Playboi Carti because his music's really catchy and it sounds cool.
Yeah.
So.
But that's like with me with Kanye. I will listen to Kanye because I like the mood he sets in a lot of his songs and stuff. Like, not funny, I just showed you Blame Game, and like I just feel like he sets a mood. Like Devil in a New Dress.
Yeah.
That's one of the best songs I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Same with Runaway. They're beautiful songs, but you have to listen. Like you can just sit there and listen to them in any situation, I think. and you can feel how he feels.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever listened to like 808s and Heartbreaks all the way through?
I can't.
It's literally that you can feel his pain, and that's what I like about Kanye. But like with Playboi Carti, I don't mind Playboi Carti, but I will listen to his production and stuff.
You're more like
sad music kind of.
Yeah, and obviously the music that you listen to is sort of. I like to think I've got quite a varied music taste, but I haven't really.
Yeah.
But.
Well, not be funny. Even when we was younger, you and me would listen to Evanescence.
Yeah,
and stuff
we
that.
all listen to that, but I think that's our generation because sort of obviously in like it's what our families like had on and stuff. Like for example, like I used to listen to the music channels all the time on telly when I was younger. So all of my music taste when I was younger was based off of the music channels. So Blink 182, Evanescence, Rage Against the Machine, System of a Down. It was all rock music. That was all I used to listen to.
Yeah, mine were like that with like Nirvana. Like my mum and dad were obviously 90s, so I listened to a lot of 90s stuff like the Nirvana and Blur and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even now, I listen back to it and I'm like, they're so good. But I know it sounds weird, even though it's hip hop and like rock and heavier stuff. I feel like that set our tone for when we went to listen to hip hop. That we was very much like we like the storytelling in it all.
Yeah.
A bit more. Like with you, Kendrick, if you think about it, Evanescence do set a story. Like Bring Me to Life is a story song. It just sounds different to hip hop.
Yeah.
Where Kanye, that's why I probably like the sadder sort of tone, because Evanescence and Nirvana and stuff would set a sad tone.
Yeah.
So it all brings different aspects from your childhood. So that's probably why.
Yeah, but like because I've sort of We're waffling.
Yeah, but let's get back onto Wireless. That's what we started for.
Yeah, so Wireless.
A$AP Rocky headlining Friday.
Yeah, D Block Europe.
I don't actually mind D Block Europe. You know, I think
since our tier list, I've changed my tune on D Block Europe, and there are a couple of songs that I really like. Mm-hmm. They're not good, but they're the sort of ones where I'm like, I can sort of. This is the sort of thing you hear at a party or in a club.
Yeah.
But like, I can understand why people like it. But
the one I like is Home Pussy. I know it sounds.
Fucking hate that.
I know
song.
It sounds disgusting, but I don't know. It just gets me.
That's the one that I can't listen to out of all of their ones that are the more popular ones.
Kitchen Kings is a very good song.
Kitchen Kings I can listen to. Outside I'll listen to. And it's a Crept and Conan song, but they're on it. It's in the charts.
Yeah.
What's it called? Tell Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, off of Crept and Conan's new album. I'll listen to that.
Yeah.
They're the three that I'll listen to.
I think they're one of them artists that you could listen to if they come up once every now and then.
I couldn't listen to like albums all the way through.
That's what I found when I done their Home Alone album as a review, and I ranked it I think a 7 because it was quite good, but it was just good.
Yeah.
It weren't bad, but I wouldn't listen to it all the way through again. No. I'd pick out songs and listen to them again. Yeah. Where like I need to do one which I said I was going to do, and they're 2 new ones. But one of them's 28 songs long.
It's like that they release so much music, and like if you're that sort of artist, like I suppose they should be releasing loads of music because it doesn't really take a lot of effort to make.
People have said to me, I've said to people before, like people that I know listen to them like religiously, and I've said they all sound very, very similar. They're like, I don't think so. And I went, but you've heard every single one of their songs. I said, when it's an outsider listening, you're very much like, why would I? This sounds the same, and it does. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there probably is songs that sound different, but the majority of them do sound the same to me. But that's why I just think that's what I didn't really like about. That's the main negative about the album. I thought I can't listen to it again. Yeah. But you go back to albums like a Kendrick album, like Damn, you could listen to that all the way through easily.
Yeah, because it's one of them things where you hear one song and you're like, I want to know what the next one's sort of good at. But the best example of that is Good Kid, Mad City, because even though all the songs are quite different, they all lead on to each other. Like the outros all lead on to the intros of the next ones, and it's very easy listening. Whereas I feel like where D Block Europe they release they release an album every few months, don't they?
Well, they had one in December. They released one November, I think, and then one in December.
Exactly.
One of them was 28 songs long, and then the other one was still 13 songs or something.
It's quality over quantity in the music industry. I don't think you can be. Don't get me wrong. We're not music critics we're not musicians ourselves. We're not producers. So we don't actually know how much effort it takes to make an album. But you think about Kendrick. When was Damn released? 2017.
17, yeah.
So that's been 3 years basically,
and it's still
give or take. And so he's been working on music since then.
Yeah. But the thing is, you can't hate their grind, to be fair to them.
No, I respect it.
If they found their niche, and they do it, well for who they're listening.
Yeah,
they know
exactly.
their target audience, so that's why I respect them. Don't get me wrong,
I think
they're not my favourite.
They've definitely got complacent. They're in a position now where they're like, we're making loads of music, people are enjoying it, so why should we change? And I get it. I would be exactly the same if I was making music and I'm making shitloads of money. Everyone's buying records, everyone's streaming it. I'd be like, fuck it, we'll just carry on doing this.
It's kind of like similar to when Lil Baby and Gunna were in America, when they were just releasing music all the time.
Yeah,
and they got
Gunna especially.
Yeah,
like the amount of music he's released and like over a short period of time, it all sounds the same. I must admit, I prefer the production on his music than I do Steve Block Europe. That's just because I like Gunna more. It's a personal opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's better, but I prefer it. So,
but then now you notice that Gunna's
he's quiet.
He's quieting down because people are noticing that he's not as good as what they thought he was. Now Young Thug brought out his album and stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, well, this is what Gunna is a bit more. You can see the influence a lot.
Yeah, definitely. So
talking about Thugger, he's going to be there Friday.
Yeah, one of my favourite rappers.
To be fair, when we first went last year on Saturday, he was there, weren't he?
Yeah.
And I didn't get the whole hype of Young Thug.
I thought that was his best experience of my life, seeing Young Thug.
But then I listened to him more and more afterwards, and I thought, I totally get it now. Yeah. I totally understand.
It's just he's a cool guy, and I just everything about him, I just think he's cool. I love his music. I don't know, like, because I said he was wearing the, because there's a brand, I don't know whether it's his brand, but it's called Spider Worldwide. I don't know whether it's actually his brand. It's probably, I think it's something else. But he had the full tracksuit on. He had the jean jacket with the rhinestones and everything in it, and he threw it out. Yeah. And I was like, if I would have caught that fucking jacket, I would have cried there and then. I would have cried like a little girl because oh my god, like I don't know, I can't put it into words, but just the atmosphere with him, I don't think can be beaten.
He did bring a good party. He was on there for ages. Though. He was on there a bit too.
Because he's got a lot of music. Like he's been about for years. So,
but he was on there for quite a while last year. But
how do I feel about him being there again?
When you look at the people who he's going to be there with, I think he's going to be better than last year for him.
Think so?
Well, I don't know, because Gunna and Lil Baby were there last year, weren't they? On the same day. So
was Travis Scott, and so was Sheck West.
I think it's
obviously they had that song that was unreleased at the time, Mayday, which they performed live on stage for the first time before it came out.
But then he's got Carti there, Rocky.
Yeah,
but Lil Uzi Vert's there as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know, you just have to wait and see.
And obviously So Much Fun's released since then.
Yeah, so he's got even more
the deluxe version. So
yeah, so he has got a lot more music to.
It's going to be different set, which is good. But then, it's going to play a lot of the same songs because.
But then, like I said, we've got Uzi and Carti there as well. Are they still not mates? I know they had a bit of a hoo-ha, didn't they?
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was like a. I don't think they had a proper falling out. I think they just sort of stopped talking.
Yeah. And
they just don't talk. I said it'll either go one of three ways. Either Uzi will cancel because Carti's on the same day. Carti will cancel because Uzi's on the same day.
Or they'll just both perform together.
Yeah, or it will be like a X and Ski type reunion, like how how they had at Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
Where they saw each other for the first time since they fell out, and they sort of hugged it out and that.
If any of them cancel, it'll be Uzi, I think.
Yeah, I think
cancelled last year, didn't they?
But Alex, one of our friends.
But then actually, when's Eternal would take?
Fucking Christ, no, it's supposed to be this year, isn't it? But
then
a whole lot of red. It's supposed to be this year as well.
The thing is, if either of them release their album, they've both got to go. If both of them release their albums, they've both got to go to it shortly. Because they've got music to
Well, you think they'll release both of their albums before the summer?
They won't. If any of them do, it's Uzi will before Carti. Because Carti's been going on about this for about 2 years now.
To be fair, Uzi's released a lot of singles, but I think it's where he's been they were all leaks. So I think he's been forced to release the singles because they were leaked anyway. So then he can make money off them. His label was probably like, fucking release these singles because people were hearing them and we're not getting any money out of it. So he was like, put them on Spotify so then we get the money for it.
But then he released Futsal Shuffle, didn't he?
Yeah, which was off of Eternal Take. New Protect was off of Eternal Take. That's a Rack was off of Eternal Take.
Paradise.
Sanguine Paradise, yeah, that was off of Eternal Take.
I don't think that and what was the one you said just before?
That's a Rack.
That's a Rack. I don't think they'll end up being on it now. Because he released them as singles, but they had a very different background to them.
You've got to think these artists have a lot of music, and like if they were meant to have the same sort of vibe, but you've got to think like Uzi's probably got thousands of songs like that you can just swap in and out of the album. Because
he's had like 4 years since he released an album.
Yeah.
Because it was I think it was 3. Because what was the
Love
last
is Rage 2.
Yeah. That was 2017. I'm pretty sure.
Let me check quick. But no, like all of the singles, Love is Rage 2, 2017.
So 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a long while. Like a very long while, really.
But Lil Uzi Vert versus The World and The Perfect Love Tape released in the same year. And then Love is Rage 2 released the next year. And then it's been 3 years with nothing.
Maybe he's just trying to make it big.
But why? He's like... again, I'm under the impression that it's the label's fault.
Yeah.
That's why and I watched a video, I can't remember the name of the guy, I wish I could, because I'd sort of credit him. But like, it was a guy who was talking about why Whole Lot of Red hasn't dropped yet. And he was saying that despite the hype, his label wants to build up more hype and they want to have a smooth rollout of the record. So they want to release singles before they release the album.
Yeah.
Because you think Carti's released nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
And all of these, basically the entire album's already on SoundCloud. You can find it and you can listen to it.
Yeah.
But he's had no singles. Uzi's released like 5 singles before the album comes out.
Yeah.
And I think you're right in saying that Uzi will probably release his before Carti. Simply because of that.
Oh yeah, I feel like Uzi's been forced, like you said, to release the singles, but I think he's been forced to release the album now a bit because he's released 5 singles. Is a lot of singles to release before an album, and
the album won't be that long.
No,
so it will sort of it depends what he wants to do with it. But from the sound of the singles, I don't think that it's going to be anything that different. You know
I think it's just going to be normal Uzi.
Yeah, it's just going to be.
It's not going to be a different vibe. It's going to be just Lil Uzi Vert, what you expect from Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, 100%.
But this guy back on the Wireless Friday. We're still on the Friday somehow. But Trippie Redd, absolute stinker. I don't like Trippie Redd.
Seen him already last year.
Yeah, I heard him. I was a bit later.
Yeah.
The only song I'd want to hear him is Death with the baby in it. You know, it goes like, it's on TikTok. It goes, you gonna die. You gonna die.
No.
That's how it starts. It's the only good bit in it. Oh. And then the baby's bit. But other than that, Trippie Redd's a stinker. I don't care what anyone says, he's a stinker. M. Huncho, good English artist.
I don't really listen to him, but I've heard a few songs. I hear his songs on the radio and they sound decent. So.
Yeah, it's a lot worse what could be.
Yeah,
there.
100%.
A$AP Ferg.
How the fuck I didn't even realise A$AP Ferg was on the same day.
Yeah. Ferg, best A$AP member. I'm putting it out there.
I don't know about that.
I prefer A$AP Ferg, personally.
There's a lot of other A$AP members that are a lot better. You've got 12E, Ant's fucking incredible.
Yeah, they're all very good, to be fair.
I wouldn't say A$AP, but obviously
I think Ferg's the best one personally, but I respect why people wouldn't think he is.
Yeah.
We've got the unreleased one. Who are we thinking is going to be?
I feel like it's not going to be anyone big.
It's quite low down on the list, but then could they be playing with
Who
us?
could it be?
The thing is, like me and Maisie were saying, Tyler the Creator would make a lot of sense, but I don't think it will be.
I feel like he'd be headlining it though.
Yeah, well, I feel like.
But is he big? Is he on the same level as? You've got to remember though, A$AP Rocky and Tyler. Tyler's going to be at fucking Lovebox. Rocky's going to be at Wireless. Will he bring out Tyler the Creator?
It wouldn't surprise me. It would. When is Lovebox?
I have no idea.
That'll be around the same time.
In the summer, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a week.
I think it's before, isn't it?
Is it before? It's a week either side, I'm pretty sure, isn't it? I think it's a week after. Because this is right at the start of July. Because that could play into it, you know. But as this is right at the start of July, they might be like, well, Tyler's going to be down for Love Box. If he's going to have to come over a bit earlier, Rocky might bring... If Rocky brings anyone out, it will be Tyler. Tyler's what I hope it to be, but I don't think it actually will be.
I don't know.
I don't know who it would be. It might just be another English artist. It might be Dave.
No, it wouldn't be Dave.
You sure?
Yeah, I think Dave again would be headlining it if he was there. I think he's...
He has got big, because when I first went, I think that was 2016 when I first went wireless, and he was on the little stage.
Yeah.
And think about how much bigger he's got. And that was when he was like 19.
Well, he won the Mercury Prize, didn't he? So like, obviously, I know it's not like a massive award, but it's still an award. It's still quite a credited award.
If he comes out, it'll probably be the Saturday, I'd say, with like Skepta and...
We'll get to the Saturday, but Skepta's headlining QC.
QC,
the label.
The Baby and stuff like that. Yeah. But I don't know who it will be. I feel like it's going to be very disappointing.
I honestly wouldn't even be able to guess.
I'd be happy with JME though.
It won't be
I know it won't be JME, but I would love JME to come out.
If JME's there, it will be on the Saturday with Skepta.
Yeah. Like he did last year.
Yeah.
I saw, when I first went wireless, I saw Boy Better Know headlined.
Really?
Like all of them.
I wish they were there, like, obviously, like Jammer and that.
But when I went, we got to think 2016, Boy Better Know were the band in America, or England, sorry. And not a band, but you know what I mean, like the group.
Yeah.
That was the group at that time. When now there's you've got D Block Europe and that are a bit more hyped up. I'm interested to see who this mystery man will be.
Again, it's difficult to guess. I think all you've got to do is just look at who's already going, and then who's like
on that day.
Yeah, and like whether or not like who can't not go.
Yeah,
if you get what I mean. Like and you've got to look at sort of who's on the same caliber as the people that are sort of next to him.
I feel like it will be quite disappointing. I think if we're setting people like Tyler to come out. And if it's not Tyler, it's going to be disappointing. But then last year, we was like, when Uzi and and Rocky couldn't come out, or just Uzi actually, and they brought Skepta out, we was gassed.
Yeah.
But
that was probably the second best person it could have been.
But we was thinking of people a lot worse than that, really, weren't we? We were saying people like Example, Dizzy Rascal, and stuff like that.
I think I said like. I was like, oh, maybe it'll be Carty, but Carty weren't doing any shows, so I was like, there's no reason for him to be there. But no,
I don't know who this one's going to be.
There's no way of knowing.
I don't know. Do you think they'll release it on the day, or do you think they'll?
I think it'll be. Wait.
Or do you think what?
I think like I've lost my train of thought completely.
Oh, done. Let's go on to the next pick.
Fuck it.
Got Lil TJ and Polo G. I'm going to put them as together because they're basically mates, aren't they? They're pretty much mates. I like Polo G. I haven't heard much of Lil TJ, but I've heard from sources that Lil TJ is even better than Polo G.
I don't listen to him.
Polo G's album, very, very good. I've got a video coming out about that soon.
Yeah.
But it's very good. I'd suggest listening to it. It's my favourite one is BST.
Yeah, it don't mean nothing to me, mate.
But listen, you'd like him.
Would I?
His album is quite storytelling.
Yeah.
But Pop Smoke, I know...
He's one that sounds like this. He's on a song with Gay on Jack Boy, isn't it?
He got that one song, I know, Dior. Christian Dior.
Yeah.
It's quite good actually. I got a bit hooked.
He's got. I like people with cool voices, as you can tell by all my favourite artists have all got weird voices.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't choose to listen to him. Let's put it that way. But it'd be cool to see.
But the best one, the Queen. I love her. Rico Nasty.
Rico Nasty.
You gotta say nasty. I love her. She's my favourite female artist probably ever.
She makes very unique music. And
she doesn't give a shit.
No, and it. Yeah.
You know, her and her boyfriend broke up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was not sliding.
No.
She's got a kid.
Yeah, it's a lot of baggage.
I know, but I just like Rico now. I don't know why, but I just like her.
She's a cool woman.
Yeah.
She makes pretty cool music. Like again.
Did you ever her singing on that? I showed you that song where she was singing before. That she even can sing.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Man. Oh my fucking god! That's the shit out, mate.
Yeah, no, she even got Yeah, she can even sing. She can rap, sing. Quite versatile rapping as well, you know.
Yeah, like she's sort of. honed in on her own sort of genre. Like, I can't remember. I saw it on something. It was actually, go on that. It will describe her music. Go back on her little bio thing. Click on it. It's got the little genre name. What's it called? Sugar Trap. That's
Sugar
what it was.
Trap,
Like a Sugar Trap aesthetic. So it's like really sort of sparkly, pop sort of sounding instrumentals and flows and stuff. But she's got quite a harsh voice.
Yeah.
And
it's
like,
quite husky.
Yeah, and it's very, like I said, it's very unique, and I rate it.
I think when she was on Double XL as well, she was very, very good on Double XL.
Yeah, she was one of the better ones,
Yeah.
but I don't want to talk about Double XL because I think overall it's just pretty trash.
Blueface, best in the cypher.
Yeah, and that says a lot about what.
But
Double XL,
in that cypher, I don't care. He actually banged
he's just because he's actually on beat
for once.
Yeah,
and it's just the way he just delivered it. I think he's just like
he
rules.
He didn't give a shit.
No, he knew he deserved to be there.
Yeah,
I loved it
definitely.
But let's get on to Saturday, 4th of July. Headline is Skepta. We spoke about him a bit anyway.
Seen him. I think it's a bit of a cop out putting Skepta as the headliner.
Yeah, because he was gonna go. He would have gone anyway.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they probably couldn't get a bigger name. But then Rocky might come out on the Saturday as well. Skepta might come out on the Friday because they're mates.
Yeah, possibly.
So that might be why they've headlined them on different
They
days.
will probably do Praise the Lord because it's a very
everyone knows
popular
Praise
song,
the Lord.
and it was on the radio and stuff like that. So that'll.
But you know what you're getting with Skepta.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong.
No. Then you got QC.
Who's under QC? The Migos.
Let me see if I go on it. Migos, Little Baby, Little Yachty, and City Girls. That's a stinker. I'm sorry, that's a stinker. Little Yachty's a stinker. One Night was his best song, and they're saying something.
I'm not gonna lie. I think out of all of them, I'd rather see Lil Yachty. I wouldn't mind if Migos were there. I keep calling them the Migos. It sounds like a very white thing to say.
the Migos.
A lot of very old, what my dad would call them, the Migos.
You know, Migos are all right. Baby, I don't mind Little Baby. That's probably my one out of all of them I'd want to see.
Nah, I don't know.
And City Girls have one song.
City Girls is pointless.
City Girls have one song, and it's been that fucking Rebecca things took over or whatever. Rachel, you white ass bitch.
I don't even know.
It's on TikTok as well. I'm obsessed with TikTok.
Yeah, little TikToker.
Little TikTok. And then you got the baby as well. You know what you're getting with
Is the baby? What? Oh yeah, he's on that
He's
day.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
He's on Saturday. But you know what? You know what you're gonna get with the baby. His songs are all very, very similar. He's just a baby in it. I don't know what else to say about him.
All his music is the same, but all of his music is fucking really
good.
It's not really good, but I love it. He's got the energy that he brings is fucking something else.
You know what it is? There's just something about him. He's like 28. He's not even young, but there's something about him. I'm just like, I want to listen to your music because I feel like you're gonna kill me.
But he seems like a really
down to
he seems like a really nice guy, really.
He just had a bad time beforehand.
Yeah, I don't know. His music's good. All of it is similar, but it'd be good live. I suppose
it'd be good live. Yeah,
you've got to sort of look at it like that. Don't look at their music and be like, "Oh, the music's shit," so the set's gonna be shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be live, isn't it?
Yeah. So
everyone was like, "Oh, Shaq Wes last year, weren't they?" They were like, "Oh, don't listen to any of your songs," and everyone was fucking there.
Yeah.
Everyone left Future to go listen to Shaq Wes.
See, I wanted to stay and watch Future, but everyone went, so I'm not going to stand there on my own.
Mine Shaq Wes good last year though.
I didn't go into it.
I was in the outside and I was still mosh pitting somehow.
Yeah.
I was lingering, but I was getting pushed in.
I was in none of the mosh pits, but
he was good. But he supports Liverpool, so it lets him down.
Yeah.
Roddy Ricch. You know what, Roddy Ricch, I think this is going to be his breakout year this year.
I think people rate him too much. I think I'll tell you what, I think he's got a beautiful voice. Voice crack.
It's quite ironic.
Yeah, I think he's got a beautiful voice, and I think his music.
He's very, very talented.
But for some reason, people have just this little fucking hard on over him, and I don't know why. Because the box is on TikTok and it's everywhere.
The box is very good though. It's a good song.
Is it though?
It is. I think he's getting overplayed a bit now.
Is it really that good though?
Anything to make Selena Gomez not get top one.
Yeah, but
I think he's very talented. Have you seen that video of him on the keyboard?
Yeah.
He's a very talented guy. I've got
But a lot of people, I'm not being funny, a lot of people can do that. It's nothing new, like a rapper playing the piano.
I think it will
like
be.
Chief Keef can play the piano.
Yeah, but Chief Keef
He's on another level. That's not comparable. But
no, I was going to say Chief Keef is like the most influential rapper there's probably ever been.
Definitely.
He literally made drill.
Yeah.
And he's not even English, but he made drill. But Burna Boy's alright. I haven't listened to much of his songs. I've heard him as features a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's like reggae, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't really comment.
Yeah, reggae.
He's on the? No, that's WizKid. I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah,
they're very similar.
Because WizKid's on a lot of Krypton Conan songs.
Yeah, but Mostak.
Don't like Mostak.
He's ugly. He even knows he's ugly. He says it all the time. H.
Don't like H.
I don't mind. I like that one song of H.
I think it just sounds corny and
mank.
Just corny and shit. I just don't like it.
Tion Wayne. I don't like Tion Wayne.
Don't listen to him.
J1's shit. Everyone's
really
J1.
bad.
He was when Heady One couldn't come last year, he replaced him.
That's not a suitable replacement for Heady One.
Heady One's sick. Doja Cat, love Doja Cat.
Doja Cat, I'll rate.
She's very good. She's talented as well. She can sing as well.
She's got a good voice.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck. She's a bit like Rico. She don't give a fuck.
She's more of like a more normal Rico Nasty. I'd say.
She's very much like you said. Normal's probably the best way to describe it. Just like not as out there.
Yeah, she's not as weird.
But she's weird in her own way.
Yeah.
Rico's weird that everyone can tell she's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Where Doja Cat, you have to think about her being weird. Yeah. Hardy Caprio, never heard of him.
I have. Coffee, yeah.
She won an award, didn't she? She's 19, isn't she?
She's a reggae singer as well.
She's our age.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's like, she's honestly, I love reggae. I don't know whether you know, but I listen to a lot of reggae.
Yeah.
But like, music's incredible, and I think she's doing a lot for the sort of the reggae. I think the reggae scene's gonna be revived a little bit because obviously it was at its biggest in like the 70s. And like the 60s, like when my dad was growing up, like sort of stuff he was listening to, but it's sort of faded away and it's coming. I think she sparked a new wave, which I think
she won that award.
Incredible.
What award did she win? Like breakout female artist or something. You look it up. We got Young T and Bugsy. Never heard of Young.
No opinion.
Never heard of him. Dig That. Now I heard one song with Dig That, and it was him and H, and it was called 8 Mile. And they kind of done that like the 8 Mile thing. And he was better than H.
Oh, she won a Grammy.
Oh, Grammy, that's what it was. For what? Best reggae?
Best reggae album.
Yeah. Well, Dig That. Just an English artist. Tiffany Calvier and Friends. I've never...
Going back, to Dig That. You know, what's that? I don't know any of his songs yet. He's got like one really famous song. But, I think it was Dig That, but one of the songs he did... Noyes, Black Chanel, shout out. His producer produced songs for Dig That, and I think he produced a couple of Krypton Conan songs.
Oh, that's sick.
And his tattoo artist is completely sort of off topic, but his tattoo artist, he's in the video of Slow Tie's North Nights, the part where they're all in the bit with like Clockwork Orange, where they're all sitting there. The guy with tattoos all on his face, the white bloke.
Oh,
that's Noyes' tattoo artist.
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah, blonde bastard on Instagram.
What a small world.
His tattoos are incredible, but he's in Brighton. So
and we're not in Brighton.
No, we're not in Brighton. We're nowhere near Brighton. But yeah, it's a cool little story. One of my friends from school, his tattoo artist is in the Slow Tie North Nights video.
It's quite mad.
And his producer is. Dig That's producer and
Dig That's quite big now.
And Krypton Conan. So
well, you got let's go on.
Yeah, let's continue.
Tiffany Calvier and Friends, never heard.
Tiffany Calvier does ring a bell, but I've not heard any of her music.
Kid of Kuds, never heard of him.
No.
And Inca.
No,
KSI, mum.
Fuck's sake.
Let's go on a Sunday then, because that's why we're not going Saturday, because I don't really know any of them.
I'll tell you what, if there was more than one person that I liked other than the headliner on Sunday, I'd go Sunday just for the headliner.
What, Meek Mill? I love Meek Mill as well.
he's another person that's just on another level of like rap. I think he's on similar sort of levels to like Chief Keef, and
he's criminally underrated, you know.
Yeah, he's
no one realises how influential he is.
He's just incredible.
You see them photos of it was Rockefeller's like garden party or whatever.
I saw him.
JC, Meek Mill, and all that just standing there in their suits
and
in the
Diddy
garden.
there as well.
Yeah. And they just all look so stupid.
Yeah.
Because Jay-Z's got like his really messy hair and stuff at the moment. He's like that. It's like Snoopy.
The thing is though, like Jay-Z getting like he looks like he's getting younger as he gets older.
Yeah.
Because he's grown his hair out. But like you look at P Diddy and fucking Meek Mill, and they look like they're actually in their 40s. But like
they look their age.
Yeah. But like they sort of.
But Meek Mill is very, very good.
I just wish there was more people on the Sunday.
It's a lot more, like not underground, but just it was kind of like the Friday last year on the Sunday this year, isn't it? You got AJ Tracy. I don't really listen to AJ Tracy.
Good music, but I don't really listen to him.
Apparently his album was quite good.
Yeah.
Lil Baby. I don't mind Lil Baby, but
We've already spoken about Lil Baby a lot.
A Boogie with a Hoodie. He like dropped down. He used to. I remember when he was like going to be the rapper. Do you remember that? Yeah. Like 2017 or something. He was supposed to be the person, but now he's not really doing that.
There's a lot of like to be announced on Sunday.
Yeah, Nav, he's fucking shit.
Nav can fuck off.
Nav is one of the worst artists ever. Mist.
Don't know who that is. City Girls can fuck off as well.
Mist is Mist is he's English. He was like 16 when he first started rapping or something. He was quite young.
I've literally never heard of him.
You probably would recognise one of the songs. Lil Tecca. I like Lil Tecca.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to see him live though.
No, don't get me wrong. This guy would. LOE Chopper.
Yeah, he's another one like the Baby, where he's like his energy's just unmatched.
Lil Tecca and LOE Chopper are so young.
Yeah.
They're 17. That makes me feel so fucking old.
NLE Chopper's got I don't know. His music's alright.
There's just something about him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nath Smalls.
Nave Smalls.
Nath Smalls. I've never really listened to him.
He's got a song with Skepta.
Steel Bangles. What did we used to call Steel Bangles? We used to just make up...
Steel Angles.
Yeah, just used to make up stuff.
Steel Angles.
And then Steel Ankles.
Because that's what his producer tag sounds like.
Yeah, Steel Angles and Friends. Darko. Never heard of him.
You have.
Have I?
Yeah.
Then Manny Naughty.
He did a song called Gangster.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to love you like a gangster.
Yeah, no, that's the only song I know out of.
Yeah, that's the only song anyone knows.
And Manny Naughty.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. So really, if you think about it, Friday is the best day. A lot of people are going Friday from what I know.
Yeah, well, yeah. They should be as well.
Yeah, because Friday is sick. I'm excited. I think it will be quite fun.
Yeah.
I think it'll be better than last year. Debatably.
Yeah.
I think it depends. I went
because most people were waiting for Travis Scott, and Travis Scott. I don't think anything will match that. Because
I've seen Travis Scott twice though.
But it was because it was part of the Astroworld tour.
Yeah.
And it was like had all the set with a big inflatable bear and stuff on stage.
When I went see Travis Scott the first time, he had the eagle.
Oh, that was obviously when Birds was out.
Yeah,
then.
that was 2016.
Flipping hell, that was probably sick as well.
It was sick. That was actually. I think the Astroworld one was better because of I think the rain made it feel better.
But the thing is, though, I was right in the middle of everything, and it was so hot you could not breathe.
Yeah.
You had to like properly put your head up to like actually get some fresh air, but it was hammering it down with rain. It was pitch black and all like the lights and stuff.
It felt sick though.
Yeah, it's just everything like about it was just incredible.
Everyone was just literally everyone just sitting there and watching.
Yeah, it was a spectacle, but like
it's something you tell your kids.
But you've got to think, like ASAP Rocky. It's going to be at night again. It's going to be dark. He's going to have all the testing stuff. He's going to have all the cars and stuff all on stage, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
And
imagine if it just comes out just him.
Yeah, that'd be a very big disappointment.
Just ASAP Rocky, just testing.
I feel like even though like we're talking about wireless, I feel like we need to talk about something else.
Yeah, we do need to go on
because we've spoke for like nearly 3/4 of an hour about wireless.
Yeah. But really, we should actually, like, I know we kind of skimmed over a little bit at the start and then went to talk about wireless, but we need to kind of talk about why it took so long from the last one.
Yeah. Well,
because this is only actually number 6 out of all the podcasts.
Yeah.
And it's been.
It feels like we've done a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But obviously, we did the tier list and stuff, so maybe that's where
and it's been like 8 months since. Like, the last one I done was the one where it was by myself.
Yeah.
And then the last one we done was the one where it was you, me, George.
Yeah.
And we spoke. I can't remember what we spoke about. It was that long ago.
But basically, do you want me to?
Yeah, you
basically, we spoke about how the podcast started as a thing, it was your project for college. Obviously, we did level 3 creative media production at college, and it was a thing that we started, and we were like,
we thought it was going to be a laugh anyway.
Yeah, we were like, this would be sick, because like we sit there and talk about random shit anyway. We shoot shit all the time.
Yeah,
but like we thought
there is actually the video where he's got you, me, and Macman.
That's a very. I'll see if I can get the link to that.
Yeah, get a link, and I'll link it at the bottom.
And that was a hilarious video. That was shot on Discord. But like
that was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We just waffled.
But it was at the point where you sort of, when you start to feel drunk.
Yeah.
When you've stayed up for too long.
Yeah.
And you just start talking rubbish. That's basically what the video is. I think it's like 25 minutes, maybe half an hour.
But we thought that's what the podcast.
We were like, this would be a sick thing to do like all the time. And we in college, obviously, we couldn't talk about the things that we wanted to talk about,
which would just be anything. We wanted just to waffle.
We wanted to just talk about what was going on in our lives, just things that were happening, and we were restricted to talking about like the news, even though it was a good thing, good conversation topics. And obviously, we probably, if we do any more of these,
they will come up.
Yeah, exactly. Big topics and stuff will be spoken about.
But the problem we found is that we was talking about the stuff happening in the news, the big topics. And then we had to find little things to talk about.
Yeah, to fill dead air.
Because otherwise it was going to only be like 10 minutes long of just talking about one thing. And that's not a podcast. Even though the teacher said, you could just do 10 minutes. I was like, that's not a
podcast.
Video.
Exactly, it's an edited video. It's not podcast. Podcasts, or really what we're doing, it's not even really a podcast. It's like just a talk show.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation.
It's like sort of... The one that I like watching all the time, I have to say to you, is Cold Ones. They always call it a talk show, not a podcast, because they just sit there and just talk about random shit. They don't actually have topics, and they're not sitting on separate sides of each other with headphones on. Actually, talking. It's not like a radio show. It's like you're just talking to each other.
That's kind of like what True Geordie's podcast is like as well. But like his Christmas specials, I think, are a lot better because he just gets his mates in, they just drink and they just have waffle.
But again, we're going off topic, but like the reason why like it's taken so long is because we've just been like
busy
working. Like obviously when
I started working when we was at college the second year.
Yeah, but I was unemployed when we did the tier list. I didn't have a job, so and I wanted to film all the time. I can't lie, because I had nothing to do, but like. I'm the
one with all the stuff.
Yeah, and I started working, and now
we're both doing overtime.
Exactly, we're sort of filling the sort of free time we had, and don't get me wrong, like it's nice, like sort of having, because we get paid well.
Yeah,
we get paid more than the minimum wage. Like it's not incredible money by any stretch,
but it's a good amount of money.
It's decent for what the job is. Let's put it that way.
And to be fair, we're only 19. Yeah. When you think about it, when we first started these, I think we would have still been 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we started the podcast, so really you've seen us for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's been a year. So we was 18 the last one. So it's been a whole year basically since the.
Yeah.
So we just felt like me and Joe both have been talking about it for months about doing it again, didn't we? But the problem is, it was just finding the time because we're both working now, and.
But even though, because we're both part-time still, like we don't have full-time hours. It's not like we're working like 5 days a week, like or 6 days a week, like filling up all our time, got no time. Even on our 3 days. It takes it out of you because you're like,
you want to do nothing.
I've got work tomorrow or whatever. But I don't know about you, but for me, I'm thinking like, if we have that attitude forever, we won't get anything done.
No.
So like, we sort of.
We bit the bullet and we was like, we need to do it this day.
Yeah.
We was going to do it Monday. But I wasn't very well. I was thrown up.
Yeah.
So it was like Friday. We need to do it Friday.
And I said to you today, didn't I? I was like, we can't keep putting it off. We've got to just sit and just get it done. And then, because I know you enjoy it, and so do
Yeah.
I. Like, I like sitting here for a bit and just talking. It's quite nice, but like
it gets us something to do and be actually productive with
exactly,
what we're doing.
and it's related to what we actually enjoy doing and what we want to do in the future.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. The first podcast we done, I did like them, but I don't know if you
restricted.
Yeah, but I don't know if you felt at the last couple ones we was a bit like, I don't even want to talk about the news no more. I just want to talk.
Yeah.
So that's why we like put Caden and George on, because we was like, maybe it will bring something different to it instead of just me and Joe just talking about. So at the end of it, I think like that's why the last one really was by myself. So at the college, I could kind of show that why me being by myself would be bad, but also because everyone was getting a bit fed up and we all had to do our own college work and stuff, didn't we? Like Joe was getting stressed because of his college work wasn't actually getting done because he was trying to help me with mine. Caden's was like that, George was like that. So that's why that one was like that. And then now it's only now really we've had actually time. Now we're all very secure of what we're doing at the moment, really.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, secure but not comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we
know what days we are free now.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got money if we want to invest in, like, obviously not like fucking spend hundreds of pounds on cameras and lenses and mics, but I mean, like, obviously if we want to buy little things.
Well, if we want to do a stupid video, I feel like, say like Tuesday we're both off.
Yeah.
If we wanted to just fucking go
and film something,
we can now.
Exactly.
Because we know that you ain't going to be called in, I ain't going to be called in, because we've got these days we're definitely working. Especially at the time, the work have no money to actually give us any more overtime. So at the moment, this is the best time for us to just go film anything. So I feel like that's the best way to sum it all up, really. Isn't it?
Like we feel. Obviously, I can't speak for you, but the way I feel is we need to start doing more stuff, filming or like just making things, because then obviously that's more work that we can add to our portfolio of stuff that we've got.
Yeah.
So then we can actually go into doing something that we really want to do.
Yeah.
Like, because right now, like, we both work in retail, and like it's a good job for now, and it's really good money, but I don't want to be doing it for the rest of my life. Like, retail, it is a trap, because once you start getting paid decent money and you got decent hours and you got some free time and stuff,
you get comfortable.
You're like, oh, this is perfect. I've got the perfect amount of money. I've got a lot of free time. But you can't think like that. You've got to sort of be like, no, this is what I'm passionate about, and this is what I want to do.
It's like I realised I had obviously a couple of weeks off from work.
Yeah. And
when I had them Saturdays off, I was like, this is so nice.
Yeah.
Just to have, like, in the weekdays, don't get me wrong, I was getting a bit bored. But when I was having the Saturdays off, I was like, it's so nice to be off on the whole weekend.
Yeah.
You don't realise how much you miss the weekends until you start working them.
Yeah.
But really, I think that is the best way to sum up why
just
the
what
podcast.
We've been doing. Yeah, why sort of stagnated a little bit is because we've just been busy. Like, obviously, it's a little bit off topic, but like in terms of money and stuff, I've always been a saver my whole life. I've never like been the sort. I'm not naming any names, but a lot of our mates go out every weekend. I'm not knocking it. Like, do what you want.
Just go get
pissed. I've spoke to them about it before. It's just been a conversation we've had. And like, they go out and they get drunk like most weekends, not every weekend, but
quite a few.
But by the end of the weekend, they've spent a lot of their paychecks. And I would rather not go out all the time and save that money in case I want to buy something bigger, for example. Like, I've got a decent amount of money saved up. I've never had a savings account. I've never had like something that my mum and dad have paid into. I've always had sort of. Obviously, I've been very sort of spoiled. Like, I don't get me wrong.
But we're both only children.
Exactly, and like, I'm not saying that's an excuse, but like, I've learned to sort of save my own money and stuff like that, and invest it in things like
that you want.
Yeah, things that I actually really want, like, other than spending like £100 at the weekend and fucking having no money.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like for me that's the most important thing in a minute, is just getting money and saving it, and if I want to buy something I can. But again, that was completely off topic.
But with the podcast, I feel like now we're both very, like, secure is the best way to describe it. Now we're both secure. I think we'll be able to, because obviously we both, like, Joe lives not far away, but
far enough.
Far enough. We both would have to drive to each other's house, basically. So we have to find a day where we can actually... We're both doing nothing, that we have nothing to do. And I feel like now we'll be able to probably dish these out a lot more frequently. It won't be another 8 months.
It's not going to be every week though. Don't expect one every week, because that's not going to happen.
But it won't be 8 months.
No, it'll probably be...
It'll be a lot more
fortnightly. Yeah. Let's be honest. It'll probably be it'll probably be every 2 to 3 weeks. You might get one every month.
Yeah.
But that's a stretch.
We ain't gonna just dish these out if we're not happy with them.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously,
we have something to talk about today. Even though we're friends, we do still.
Yeah, we had a topic. We still need topics, because obviously
we can't just come in here and go.
We don't have very exciting lives really. We go to work, we come home, don't really do anything.
No.
There's nothing to really talk about. There's nothing that really happens. So it's not like the True Geordie podcast, like the early ones, where they're talking about their lives and stuff we've gone on. We're fucking 19 years old. Yeah, we haven't really been through anything.
We could probably talk about stupid moments, but it wouldn't be a whole...
You wouldn't be able to make a podcast.
It's not like the Ricky Gervais show.
No, exactly.
Where they literally, all they talk about is stupid stuff that's gone on in their lives.
But we're not
old enough.
We work in retail and we're 19. There's nothing to really talk about.
Yeah, but these podcasts should be more frequent now, hopefully.
Yeah, and they'll get progressively better, because obviously
we're trying to improve them every time we do one.
Yeah.
But at the start, don't get me wrong, when you look back, they're probably a bit shit.
Yeah.
Compared to now, this probably sounds a lot better, or the lighting's a lot better.
Yeah.
It's probably actually in focus.
To be fair, one thing I was actually going to talk to you about, which is, I feel like I might buy it. You know the light panels that we had in college? I might buy one.
They're quite expensive though.
I know, but
I looked at them.
They're cool to have, just because I might want to start making my own videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're good to have, because in it that means you could have the lights facing in another direction, and then have one so you got better lighting on your face. Because there's probably a lot of shadows.
Yeah.
On our faces, but obviously there's nothing we can do.
We can't do much because
we didn't want to use the natural light, because there's not a lot of it, to be fair, today. Yeah. But it'd end up looking worse.
But we just. Yeah, it won't be another 8 months.
No, it won't be that long.
We're going to try and not just dish them out willy-nilly. We're just going to try and improve them each time, and make sure we're happy with them.
Yeah.
We're not going to just sit here and just have a conversation we'd have if we saw each other at work.
Yeah.
Or if we saw each other in the street, not like, how you doing?
Because a lot of the things that I would want to talk about is about people that we know and people we work with, but obviously we can't
we can't name and shame.
Exactly, we can't name names and stuff in case
they don't want to be
exactly, and then people see it and then it's a bit fucking.
Well, we
not that we're chatting shit or nothing,
just silly stuff what happened at work and something
exactly.
Like that.
But I don't want people at work to see it and stuff,
and then feel like we're just talking about them. So that's why we're trying to get some sort of topic that we can discuss, like wireless. Luckily, wireless come out the other day, so we was just like, we can literally talk about the lineups.
Yeah.
But don't expect one to be out tomorrow as well, because we might need to wait a little bit to find out if there's something else to talk about. But I think that's the best way to sum it up, really.
Yeah, and to sort of, I suppose, end it off.
Yeah.
Just expect it every 2 to 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. But don't exactly expect dead on.
Don't. We're not promising anything. Let's put it that way.
It will just be a lot more frequent,
and they will get progressively better, because we're still experimenting with. I suppose because obviously you control the edit.
Yeah.
So you'll probably be a little bit more experimental with the edit. Maybe I'll talk to you and stuff like that, innit?
Yeah.
And sort of see if there's anything different we can do with the edit to make it maybe the sound better, or different cuts and stuff.
But that's one thing. I do want to pay respects to Kobe Bryant, who died the other week. He's an absolute legend of sport in general.
It's just it's one of them deaths where it's a lot
where you sit there and you know where you were.
Yeah, and even there's nothing that could have been done. It was just sort of, it's very unfortunate, and it is unfortunate that everyone in that situation, what happened to him.
But I think it's nice to pay respects to him. His young daughter also passed away, and all the other passengers and the pilot who also were unfortunately in that crash. But we've tried to sum it up. We've summed up wireless for you.
Yep.
Paid our respects, and we've also summed up why the podcast has been so long. So please be a bit patient, but expect more to come in the future, I'd say.
You never know, we might get a guest.
Different guests.
Yeah, get some different people, and might be a little bit more interesting, because obviously we can take the interviewer sort of
role,
stance then, and just ask questions. So there's loads.
We're going to be experimenting.
Exactly, there's plenty of room for improvement, plenty of room.
But
for
we know we can improve.
Exactly.
I think that's the main thing. We know you think we can improve, and we know we can improve as well.
Yeah.
So just be patient, and I guess we'll see you all later.